We got some really cool updates for you for funnels, websites, forms, surveys, and more coming up in this week's weekly breakdown right now. Hey, what's up guys? It's Michael McAllister with Empower LO. This week we've got some really cool updates for you. I'm going to get started by jumping straight into some new templates that exist. I haven't done this on screen, so I wanted to take a minute to do this. You can sort the templates. When you go to templates, you can sort them by most recent. So if you familiarize yourself with the templates that are relevant to you and either in your niche or another niche where you find some cool templates, then you can familiarize yourself with this. And when I announce that there are more templates, you can just go in here, go to most recent and just look at the ones that have loaded since the last time you checked. This will make this a little bit simpler for you to keep up with. But in the meantime, I do like plugging just the multitude, the crazy amount of templates that exist in here. As I was scrolling, I found some Linktree templates in here, which is cool, a good way to make sure that you're not paying for redundant software, right? Getting Linktree in addition to your HighLevel account. So anyways, those are, check out the new templates. There's a handful of them here. None of them are in the mortgage niche, but like I said, I always plug templates when I can. All right, next up, we've got a couple updates inside the page builder. The first one that I want to show you, I've showed over the last couple weeks, you have the ability to animate your text now. So there are a crazy amount of options in here as far as fading, sliding, bouncing, flipping, rotating, zooming. And what it is, it's your scroll animation, right? So as you scroll, how is the text coming in? Well, they've expanded this ability beyond just text and beyond columns, I believe is what they had before. Maybe it wasn't a column. Maybe it was a section. That's a row. A full section, maybe? No, I don't remember. Text and something else in addition to that. Well, now you also can do images. You can do it on your images and your buttons. So this is a video. So I clicked on that. You didn't see it. You notice I was clicking around a lot. What I'm looking for, if you look on the right-hand side here, if it says animations, it has this new animation functionality. So again, any text that you click on is going to have the ability to do that animation. Now we have buttons as well, where you'll notice I have a what's called a hover animation, which is still managed under animations down here at the bottom. So this has always existed, but now we have these scroll animations as well. They call them these entrance animations. So we have the ability to do that. And then again, if I find an image in here, I'll be able to do the same thing with this image. So really cool, going to allow for some much more interactive designs, keeps people's attention moving down the screen the direction that you want them to as they scroll. So definitely welcome updates. All right, next up, another update to the page builder. You now have a blog post element that allows you to choose a singular blog post and feature just your most recent post. So we can come in here to find the page. Now, what I don't know is what it looks like, and I'm on the home page. I should have tested this on a different one. I don't know what the final product is gonna look like, but just test it out. Really cool. I'm excited about this because what I don't like about featuring blogs is the fact that you always have to go back and update which blogs you feature to make sure that they stay relevant. So if we can just only feature our most recent blog and just make sure that we're writing about relevant stuff, then every time you're going to see the most relevant blog or the most recent blog, right? Which we're saying are potentially synonymous. All right, next up, the chat widget has gotten an overhaul. I know I told you guys, I believe it was last week, that you now have the ability to create multiple chat widgets inside your HighLevel account, which is awesome. The new interface for building the chat widget and all the stuff that you can do with it is really cool. It's definitely something I want to spend more time with. Now, you have some options here, you know, WhatsApp. I mean, like this doesn't seem to apply a ton in the US and definitely not for loan officers. So I typically skip over any WhatsApp updates that are coming out or anything. But you do have this SMS and email chat and a live chat. This one's really, really basic. It basically just collects the visitor's contact information so that you can respond to them later. It's like a contact us form, basically, in the form of a bot, but it's not really a bot, okay? Live chat, now this is different, right? Live chat, you can have it feed into your HighLevel account if you're gonna man it and respond, but you can also hook up the chat bot from Conversation AI to your live chat And this way you have that basically creates a fully interactive embedded chatbot. So definitely something to check out here, that live chat functionality. I'll go in here as if I'm going to set it up just so that I can show you, what your options are. If you come in here, right, this is the default, right? This is kind of the telltale sign that somebody has a HighLevel account, is if you see this girl down here with this message. So what can we do about that? What can we do to change that? Okay, so chat prompt. All right, so this removes the little headshot. Okay, so that's interesting. I imagine we also can, yeah, I know that we can change that person, whoever that is. I don't know how in here I can do it. These are themes, so you can change your color schemes, obviously. Custom greeting, widget, there we go. Replace your avatar image. You can change your position of this, so depending on what type of bot it is, you can decide where you want this to be located on the page, okay? Custom dimensions, all of that stuff. And then your chat icons, you can change how those look like as well. Chat window, you have this as well, right? Boom, live chat assigned, live chat closed. So anyways, just wanted to show you guys, this is the new interface for interacting with the chat widget. I think it's really cool. I think that it allows for a lot of customization. It's definitely something that I'm not super well versed on, but I will become more well versed coming out of this weekly breakdown. This is sick. This is way more robust than it was. So we're really excited. All right, next up in forms and surveys, we've got a couple updates. One of these is seemingly small, but actually huge if you do any amount of work inside of the survey builder. What this is you now have the ability to edit custom fields inside the survey builder or inside the form builder. This is awesome. It was a giant pain in the ass before. If you wanted to edit a custom field, you had to back out of the survey, go to custom fields, edit it there, come back. If you didn't like the edit that you made or you wanted to make another edit, it'd repeat that process over and over. Now, any question that you have, you can click on options over here, and it's going to allow you to change and manipulate that custom field. This is a very welcome update, again, for anybody that does any amount of work in forms and surveys. They know how much of a pain this was, so we're definitely excited about this one. Also in the form and survey builder, if you didn't know, you have the ability to set up either notifications or autoresponders. These are for just to make it simpler than setting up a workflow, essentially. So you can go in, set up an email template, set up a workflow. I mean, HighLevel's a blank canvas in that way, and that you can go through all those steps in order to execute what is essentially just a notification that you got a form submission. And that is how you had to do it before. I don't know, it's probably a year ago now that they added this. So now you have the ability to come in and just configure a simple email notification, configure a simple autoresponder. And now what we have the ability to do in here is we have the ability to use custom values. So if you come in here and put in a custom value, then it'll actually use those values inside of the email itself or inside of the subject line. So yeah, kind of cool. You can use form and survey questions to update custom values nowadays. And so that would be another use case of this, right? Is if when you're using a form or a survey to update custom values, you would want that to go out in the notification, whereas that didn't work before, now it does. All right, last up, just a plug for the community feature, right? I think it's been, it's probably been 2 years or a year and a half probably since the community feature first came out, or at least since they started updating it with any regularity. And we resisted for a little bit, but we actually use this as our member community for Empower Elite members. It's a great way to communicate. It keeps us off Facebook, which I love because I hate Facebook. And now what I wanted to show you guys, or what this update is that it now supports GIFs. So you can put GIFs in here, GIFs, whatever you call them, I don't know. But you can put them in here. So we're having a little fun with that. You just grab a GIF, Giphy, Jiffy. You grab one of these, boom. And it's that easy. So kind of cool. Obviously something that's available in social media sites, but I love our community, and I would rather spend time in our community than a social media site any day. So bring on the GIFs. All right, guys, that is it for this week's weekly breakdown. Isn't it crazy that that's kind of a light week? Can you imagine any mortgage CRM that you've used in the past and just getting weekly updates of all of the features that they're packing into it without you even having to without you having to chase them down, without you having to hear, oh, it'll be ready next quarter. Oh, it'll be ready next quarter. Oh, it'll be ready next quarter. None of that, just constant updates. It's hard to keep up with even, which is why we're here. But anyways, with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching this week's weekly breakdown. Stay tuned for next week. Until then, we'll see you at the top.